See that, Earth? That's what they wish for your children. I call her Cage Girl. Get the picture? Here's some excerpts from a conversation between Slave Katina and Dom Couple 626. Dom Couple 626. LOL, laugh out loud. I'll bet you are stupid cunt. I can get a little wind from my ass in the mornings, and I enjoy having my ass cleaned while I lays in bed. You'll bring me my morning tea and then go under my bedsheet and lick my ass clean while I fart into your mouth. This will be a morning duty. Understand? Chain down, legs locked, and cunt asshole up tube, put into cunt, men jerked off, then come in end of tube, and tube closed and pushed from end plunger, push come into cunt. How first owner's mistress Joni used tube, but never saw males who spermed into tube, and mistress Joni kept locked down 3 days sperm in tube, in cunt many times, day 4 days ovulated. The master is fairly large, but I am still concerned that he will not be able to masturbate with your asshole if you are such a useless sloppy ass whore. Food. This is from Dom Couple 626. Food will be scraps with vitamins to keep you healthy, will always be served in dog bowl. You will never be permitted to use your hands, and you will eat like the bitch you are. Dom Couple 626, a box made of perspex with toilet seat, a hole at front to lock around your neck as you lie on the floor while master or mistress dump in your mouth. Slave Katina, used to toilet chair and over face on floor serve. You can read this on qlcs9.com under Truth Hurts. This is a conversation taken from a chat room. Slave Katina, yes ma'am, am to answer you whatever have asked this cunt, and only no ma'am said better answer fully, and speak proper to superior female that you know what this cunt is, and see you serious, and better behave like any animal being sold and inspected, and doing best can answer you ma'am as have to. Dom Couple 626, I mean is that when you're cunt was first used, or did your mummy's friend fuck you as well as use your mouth? This is from the Australian Bureau of Statistics. Recorded sexual assaults reach 31-year high. Source: recorded crime victims 2023. The number of victim survivors of sexual assault recorded by police rose by 11% in 2023, the 12th straight annual rise. Samantha McNally, ABS Head of Crime and Justice Statistics, said there were 36,318 victim survivors of sexual assault recorded by police in 2023, with increases across almost all states and territories. This is from Casa House Centre Against Sexual Assault. 1 in 5 women have experienced sexual violence since the age of 15. 1 in 16 men have experienced sexual violence since the age of 15. 1 in 6 women and 1 in 9 men were physically and or sexually abused before the age of 15. 84% of victim survivors of sexual assault know the perpetrator. 97% of sexual violence is perpetrated by men. Among Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander women, prevalence of sexual assault is an estimated 3 to 12 times higher than among non-Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander women in Australia. This is from childsafety.gov.au. Almost 29% of Australians have experienced child sexual abuse. 78% of these people have experienced child sexual abuse more than once. This is from data.unwomen.org. 1 in 3 women. Globally, almost 1 in 3 women have experienced physical and or sexual violence at least once in their life. This is from data.unicef.org. Globally, 650 million, or 1 in 5 girls and women alive today, have been subjected to sexual violence as children. Among boys and men, between 410 and 530 million, or around 1 in 7, experience sexual violence in childhood. This is statistics, just a Google query. Statistics, sexual assaults USA. According to the NISVS, almost 1 in 5 women in the United States, 19.3%, has been raped at least once in her life, including completed and attempted forced penetration. The vast majority, 78.7% of women, reported that their first rape occurred before they were aged 25 years, and 40.4% were raped before aged 18 years. This is from psychiatryonline.org. Pedophiles may engage in a wide range of sexual acts with children. These activities range from exposing themselves to children, exhibitionism, undressing a child, looking at naked children, voyeurism, or masturbating in the presence of children, to more intrusive physical contact, such as rubbing their genitalia against a child, frotterism, fondling a child, engaging in oral sex or penetration of the mouth, anus and/or vagina. Generally, pedophiles do not use force to have children engage in these activities, but instead rely on various forms of psychic manipulation and desensitization. Example, progression from innocuous touching to inappropriate touching, showing pornography to children. When confronted about engaging in such activities, pedophiles commonly justify and minimize their actions by stating that the acts had educational value, that the child derived pleasure from the acts or attention, or that the child was provocative and encouraged the acts in some way. A United States Department of Justice manual for law enforcement officers identifies 5 common psychological defense patterns in pedophiles. 1. Denial. Example, is it wrong to give a child a hug? 2. Minimization. It only happened once. 3. Justification. Example, I am a boy lover, not a child molester. 4. Fabrication. Activities were researched for a scholarly project. And 5. Attack. Character attacks on child prosecutors or police, as well as potential for physical violence. 50% to 70% of pedophiles can be diagnosed as having another paraphilia, such as frotterism, exhibitionism, voyeurism, or sadism. Pedophiles are approximately 2.5 times more likely to engage in physical contact with a child than simply voyeuristic or exhibitionist activities. Typically, pedophiles engage in fondling and genital manipulation more than intercourse, with the exceptions occurring in cases of incest, of pedophiles with a preference for older children or adolescents, and when children are physically coerced. I've got a list of names. Perhaps they're correct, perhaps they're not. But these are the names that come to my attention while I'm living in my house, minding my own business. I might even read the names out. I might just cherry pick. How about a Peter Fielder, supposed head of the Bali, who attack survivors of sexual assault? And who could forget Lionel Calvaro and Ian Mitchum, with their safe passage to Beaufort and back to Donald, talking to me all the way through their little speakers hidden in the car, etc., etc. And there are some standout names that I know personally, such as Mark Banwell, Adrian Cooperley, Dunbarton, whatever his name is, Mark Banwell's wretched, despicable little brother-in-law who lives in Ballarat and likes to engage in a little bit of light sexual contact with a child, and maybe invite 2 or 3 of his close, personally selected friends to join in for the party after they break into a house and leave a sperm deposit in a lovely little bottom. And who could forget, I think it was Adrian who said, "Why don't you masturbate to child pornography?" So I get this shit all day, every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. People screaming at me, calling me a slag lagger. Women are only slag fuck meat cunts. They're worth nothing, blah, blah, blah. So there are obviously a few very sick, disturbed individuals in Donald. Let's see if I can find something else. Here's a little invisible person with his invisible cloak. Be pretty hard to catch if they're invisible. It's a Chinese invention. Gee, there's Costello's 52 Callett Street, King's Cross, the boy brothel for the corrupt politicians and the corrupt police and whoever else in New South Wales. What's the matter, losers? Did you go around and tell everyone that I was a serial pedophile? That I was a rapist, a methamphetamine addict, and everything else that you lied about? You pathetic dog, pedophile, slag, loser, mongrel bastards. Oh, you can't break into my house anymore. You can't get through the manhole and drug my coffee. Oh, that's too bad, losers. What do you want me to work on computer software for your pathetic little computers? That you've got to replace every 2 years and update the software because it doesn't work in the first place, because it's not meant to, otherwise they wouldn't make billions of dollars. Having a good time, Donald? Still getting your packets of money? Still pretending to be concerned about children, but turning a blind eye? Gee, you've gone all quiet, Donald. I don't hear a single word. I don't hear shut your fucking mouth, or you're dead cunt, or we're going to get you, or anybody that rings me up, contacts me or sends me an email will be gang raped. What's the matter, Marky boy? Aren't you having a good time today? Quite a few other names, of course. But I only stick to the ones that I know are pedophiles and rapists. Well, that might do for the moment, Donald. See you soon.